Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Rogue Trader. We've been going through the new Arbites DLC storyline, and we now need to report back into Dargonus to the Arbites leader, let him know what's been going on, something to that effect. I don't really remember, but we're going to Dargonus. Yes, we were wanting to land in the throne room, it seems. Sure. I think that's fine. Possibly bringing an Eldari into Dargonus, given the recent history, is not wise, but it's fine. Alright, let's head in. I assume we talk to Clementia again to set up this meeting. Your lordship. Clementia looks away from her data slate. I hope your stay at Dargonus will be beneficial to your physical and mental state. I understand the heir to a protectorate must have his hands full, but one shouldn't forget about rest. I don't have an option with you. Then probably we talk to Solomon to kick off whatever this next quest is. Rogue Trader, the Marshal is ready to meet with you. Do you wish to commence an audience? I prefer to first know exactly what it is that the head of the Adeptus Arbites is in the Expanse wants to see me about. Yes, I'm ready, or I hope it will not be exhausting. I prefer to first know exactly what it is that the head of the Adeptus Arbites in the Expanse wants to see me about. I do not know the details, but I would assume the procedure is the same as it was in Lady Theodora's time, a personal introduction, a reaffirming of allyship between the dynasty and the Adeptus Arbites, and a discussion of tithe-related affairs. Then yes, I am ready to discuss our business. That is an impressive delegation. Two markedly distinct figures approach your throne. Marching in front is a man clad in Adeptus Arbites armor. He carries his helmet in the crook of his arm, but his stern facade serves him as well as any visor could. He bows to you sharply. Marshal Strux of the Adeptus Arbites. An old woman walks in the Marshal's shadow, her body fitted with dozens of scribing implants and magnifying instruments. If not for her eyes, quick and inquisitive, behind a giant pair of ocular lenses, you might have mistaken her for an exotic servitor. Her robes are adorned with the sacred symbols of the Adeptus Administratum. Huh. The woman bows. Rogue Trader Ignatius von Valentius, I, Prefect Inscribia Vulture, greet you on behalf of the Adeptus Administratum. I will now begin the due procedure of official address to the ruler of Dargonus as formalized by Amendment 4-N/10 to Law SK-941. May your name be wreathed in glory for centuries to come. May your fortunes ever proliferate. May the God Emperor bestow upon you a duty worthy of his chosen. Her monotonous droning is making you weary. It seems she intends to go on for a good while longer. Get comfortable and listen to the end. We're not going to interrupt her. She's following procedure. The prefect resumes her elaborate formula. You notice a few poorly concealed yawns and frenzied blinks among the crowd. The speech drags on for another 5 minutes, but you pass this test of fortitude honorably. At last, the prefect's address comes to an end. Inscribia, who would give their child a name like that? Abelard, what are these people doing in my domain? We invited them? I didn't recall seeing you at court. What are you doing in my domain? Inscribia, who would give their child a name like that? For 34 generations, my family has served in the Adeptus Administratum. I was given a name befitting one who comes from a long line of scribes. The prefect looks at you without blinking. She is either ignoring your disrespectful tone, or has genuinely failed to notice it. I do not recall seeing you at court. What are you doing in my domain? I'm not going to have Abelard sort of insult them. The Marshal leans forward. His voice is low, and when he speaks, it feels as though the marble tiles of the palace had begun to vibrate. The Adeptus Administratum delegation, accompanied by the Adeptus Arbites, has arrived to greet Lady Theodora's successor and to see the extension of our decades-long arrangement. If I may continue for you, the prefect steps forward, dragging her feet slightly, as per the degree of Theodora von Valencius, ORD 037/3N, the representative of the Adeptus Administratum and the Adeptus Arbites, are sanctioned to use the Palace of Justice, oversee tithe collection in the Protectorate, and review any and all cases of tithe avoidance, tithe exceedance, or other irregularities. These rights have been formalized in numerous pacts and statutes under the main decree. Considering your new position, you may have yet to acquaint yourself with all of these documents. You are the successor to Lady Theodora, whose alliance with our two sacred organizations forever glorified her as a rogue traitor closely tied to the executors of Holy Terra's will, and we, as representatives of the Adeptus Administratum and the Adeptus Arbites, must verify that you are able to maintain this alliance that has brought such repute to your dynasty. The prefect scrutinizes you as if trying to estimate your proportions and weight. That is why we have arrived in person, as the present circumstances have provided us with a chance to see if your intentions concord with those of the late von Valencius. Hey pseudonym, thanks for the subscription. And what circumstances are those? The prefect's lips contort into a twist. Our work has been disrupted by unforeseen setbacks regarding communication and transportation. As our requisitioned assets were not adequately prepared, we have lost some of our personnel and resources as a result. The arbitrators are too short-handed to perform all the duties expected of them. Since they first arrived in the Expanse, their numbers, limited from the outset, have only continued to dwindle. After analyzing the situation in accordance with Amendment FS/893-24 to Decree ORD-037/3N, we've decided to notify you of a tithe violation committed by one of the worlds in the region. This regrettable lapse must be rectified as quickly as possible. The old woman shivers and rubs her augmented hands together with an unnerving creak. Are you implying that I have an obligation to help you? Obviously. They're the tithe collectors. We have worlds that owe tithes. Yes, we have an obligation. Which world was it that had the misfortune of drawing your attention? Good question. If one of my governors has missed tithe payment, I will simply have them hanged and the debt collected. We probably should learn more before we hang people. I'll carry forth the responsibilities taken on by Lady Theodora. I offer you my help. Very good answer. I hope I can expect a proper reward. These are your problems, not mine. I'm turning down your request. No, no, no. Which world was it that had the misfortune of drawing your attention? Thessera, the feudal world far from the main routes that was bereft of the Imperium's light, then rediscovered less than 2 centuries ago. It supplies agricultural resources and manpower. I will carry forth the responsibilities taken on by Lady Theodora. I offer you my help. An arbitrator will be assigned to you for the increased security. Protector Anthar, front and center. Marshal's voice thunders over the arbitrator's ranks, and Solomon Anthar marches over to your throne, his Tiber Mastiff at his heel. I have enough fighters in my retinue already. Why would I want an administratum spy? Thank you for your support. I will go to Thessera as soon as I can, or fine, I'll try not to lose your dog handler. Rude. Thank you for your support. I will go to Thessera as soon as I can. The Emperor protects. The Marshal makes the sign of the Aquila in a motion so sharp that you can practically hear it cutting the air. The Prefect adjusts her ocular lenses with a weary sigh, and once again, no specifics given, of course. And my reports, nobody ever stops to think. She quickly catches herself and offers you a bow. Is she complaining even though I'm offering to help them? So yes, we get to keep Solomon Anthar in our retinue, as expected. So let's chat with you again. You wouldn't believe the kinds of poisons Galedo has detected in various nobles. That was fast. in your various nobles' possessions. Fortunately, they've made no attempts on your life, so I limited myself to sending them a simple message. They may squabble as much as they like, but the moment it puts the Protectorate at risk, they will feel the hand of justice bearing down on them. Fair. I can't say I'm terribly surprised that they have random poisons on them. So let's head back to our ship, because there's nothing left for us to do here. I think we will hold off on doing his quest, at least for a little bit. We've just gotten done with a big chunk of doing his mission. And I think my plan was to go around to some of the new rumors that we've acquired, I think since we got back from the Dark Eldar. At least the map seems a lot more full of them than I remember. So I kind of want to just check them out, see what's new. And which ones I can resolve now while we've got the time. So like I remember the Eye of the Storm. I have the magnetic storm, but the rest of these that are all over the place, there were probably a couple of them that we still had outstanding. It just feels like there's a lot more than I recall. So that's my plan for now. Unidentified anomaly, let's head over. While traveling through the Imperium, the crew on duty in loading bay 7 heard what sounded like a hissing of a giant snake. Terrified workers sent out a Vox message, then locked themselves in a shipping container and welded it shut. Response team sent to the bay found no signs of warp activity. Unfortunately, by the time they arrived, the workers had suffocated. Yeah, we've seen that one before. They should probably stop doing that because it continues to get them all killed. Unknown anomaly. Have we explored this one? Because we definitely saw an anomaly like this before. Ships in the Koronus Expanse are reporting an unidentified space anomaly in the Namar 4 system. All that is known about this phenomenon is that the space itself becomes warped and unstable around it, and any ship that approaches the anomaly zone disappears without a trace. Perhaps we shouldn't approach, but I'm going to anyway. Toss down a save first, just in case. The endless canvas of the cosmic void is interrupted by what looks like a bottomless hole. Sight cannot pierce it. No stars, no planets, no cosmic dust. There's only total darkness. The Augur team have failed to glean any information from the anomaly. And under the influence of a mysterious force, the void ship is slowly drawn to the heart of the darkness. The officers on the bridge worriedly look up from their cogitators. The machine's screens turn on and off chaotically, not obeying any of the operator's commands. On the walls of the bridge, the crew is silhouettes, and the ship's holy machines tremble and stretch out like rubber bands. Alerts and malfunctioning cogitators and maddened chronographs come in from every deck, as do reports of indescribable hallucinations gripping the crew. While the tech priests are trying to placate the machine spirits, helmsman Ravor reports that the situation is bad. Navigational systems are barely functional, and the invisible force is getting stronger and accelerating, ceaselessly dragging the vessel into its dark bosom. There is a little time, and the Lord Captain must decide, leave the dangerous place, or give in to the force and study the anomaly from within. Well, we've got 100% tech use test, so might as well go for that. Determine if the archives contain data on any such anomalies. Cast Fate to the wind and take no action? Probably not. Direct the vessel to the center of the anomaly or break out of the anomaly. Let's first check the archives. A few operators managed to wring a minute amount of useful information out of the archives. Such anomalies are extremely rare, randomly appearing gravitational wells which connect different points in space. Where such wells lead is impossible to predict. Well, let's head on in and see where it goes. Direct the vessel to the center of the anomaly. If they aren't just black holes that are going to destroy us, but are instead gateways between different points, let's see where we go. Direct the vessel to the center of the anomaly. The closer the vessel gets to the hole, the faster it is pulled in. Thousands of people on every deck are gripped by panic. Their bodies are turning into thin, twisting threads, fraying and tearing into pieces, exposing veins, bones, and internal organs. falling apart into screws, plates, and bolts. Tech priests continue to offer relentless prayers to the machine spirits, but their binaric chants melt into the endless scream and cries for help. Finally, the void ship jumps into the cosmic tunnel with a torturous lurch. Intentionally jumping into a wormhole may not be the smartest choice. But we have popped out wherever here is. Oh, the Recollegers. I remember you guys. I'm not sure how far away that took us. Also, did my ship get damaged in the process? It's probably something I should check. So we are now here. So it took us from somewhere up here, I think, to there, but it seems to be a one-way trip. And maybe it's gone now because it's not showing up here anymore. Alright, well that was a thing. Dead Man's Chest. That's an actual quest. What is Dead Man's Chest? Ah, here it is. Rogue Trader has discovered the coordinates of a place within where Captain Sargona stashed away something of value. The cache is located there. So we can swing by there since we're in the area. Oh, there's a button to just focus there. That'd be useful to know about. Let's make sure I did take minor amounts of damage. Okay. 9 scrap. We're repaired. Let's head down here. We'll check out the Dead Man's Chest and then swing through these 3 rumors. Let's see. Blossoming vines covering the deck and bulkheads. We've seen it before. Captain Sargona's cache. We got Singed Cape that wears incoming damage is reduced by 0%. One of your conviction branches has reached rank 2 adherent. Really? Don't show that tutorial again. We are super farther than that. So what is that cape actually doing? Because 0% is unimpressive. It's based off of veil degradation. So the higher the veil degradation, the less damage the wearer takes. We usually end up getting the veil degradation really high. So is there someone who's up front, like Pascal? 10% dodge. What about Abelard? Each heroic act used in battle increases the wearer's dodge by 20%. That one's probably better. I think we'll go with Pascal. That way he just takes less damage. Because if we assume that that's a direct 1-to-1 to veil degradation, and we regularly get the veil degradation up to like 15 or so, because that's when the psychic perils of the warp, whatever they're called, happens. Usually we get there pretty quick. Then assuming that's 15% less damage, that's not nothing. Alright, Fall of Santiel's Pride. It's going to be in this system. Permission to report, your proctor has arrested my voidsman and is demanding his execution. A repeat offender, he says. Please do something, Lord Captain. Who's the voidsman? Bring the detained man to me immediately. I will personally interrogate him. deal with this when the time allows. Solomon may execute him if he deems it necessary, and let that be the end of it. Who is the Voidsman? He's one of mine. Not as big of an idiot as the rest of the idlers. He understands the control systems. He can make sense of the readouts. Him, a repeat offender? Bring the detained man to me immediately. I will personally interrogate him. Consider it done, Lord Captain. So we've got Ravor vouching for this man not being a repeat offender, and Solomon claiming he is. Lord Captain, I beg you to look into this outrage. This cyber horror nearly chewed up my assistants. One of them's been left without two of his fingers. Instead of calming his beast, the arbitrator attacked my crewman. Probably the crewman attempted to pet the dog. Solomon said not to. He lost his fingers, and it's now a big thing where Solomon's blaming him for attacking the dog or something when he was just trying to pet him, or something dumb like that. Solomon waits for the end of the Master Helmsman's words and coolly turns to you. His crewman is a wanted man, rogue trader. He is accused of subverting sacred tithe shipments, smuggling, kidnapping the Imperium subjects, and bribing officials. Were we not on your flagship, I would have executed the heretic on the spot, but here you are the authority, and you are the court. Okay. He's wanted for subverting taxes and various other criminal actions. I get where Solomon's coming from. Why'd you attack my subject, Solomon? The bastard tried to run when he saw me. His fellow crew members hesitated and didn't make way for me. There was no time to find out if they were abetting the perpetrator or just panicking, so I had to use Glado for suppression purposes. Why are you so certain that this is the man you're seeking? Because I was personally involved in tracking down and purging the Shadows of the Abyss crime syndicate to which the perpetrator belongs. The case was in Calixus, on a world of Helvetica Prime, but for the arbitrators, time and distance do not mitigate guilt. The man before you is the former captain of a smuggling ship owned by the syndicate. Check the heretic's left arm. Every syndicate member has a distinctive implant by which they recognize each other. It was that implant signature that Glado picked up on during his patrols. How did a criminal from Calixus find his way onto my ship? He was among the servants sent to you by Governor Medina. Okay. Rever, did you know about this? If I went sticking my beak into the past of every one of the hundreds of people in the crew, I wouldn't have time to steer your ship. All I know is that when everything went to grok shit on Rykad Minoris, this one oversaw the work at the docks, so the fools didn't trample each other to death in their panic. And later he ran into a friend at the port on football, and they found us some parts within a day. He's even got arms growing out of the right places. He might make it to junior helmsman if he keeps it up. Accused, do you have anything to say? The long-haired voidsman flinches when you address him. Your lordship, the governor of Helvetica Prime was a scumbag who abhorred the light of the God Emperor. The things he did to the people under him. We only survived by stealing from him, or else we'd have ended up in a corpse pit, like 1 in 4 did after a distribution station accident. But once I got out of there, that was it. I was out of that business for good, and when I found myself in your service, I realized that it was a gift of fate, and I'd be a fool if I didn't repay such good fortunes with my wholehearted toil. Made my decision, or cease any investigations behind my back. If I hear such things again, arbitrator, you will be put off the ship, and not by a shuttle, but through an airlock. Definitely not that one. I've made my decision. I wait your orders, rogue trader. The Master Helmsman shoots a look of naked dislike at Solomon. However, this talented voidsman is your responsibility. Should he commit any misdeeds henceforth, you will have to answer for them. That gets us capable hands. Repairing the void ship requires 15% less scrap. When every professional counts, does it matter how exactly they obtain their skills? The rogue trader does not shun people with murky pasts, thus earning him the respect of Raver's motley crew. I'm definitely leaning that way. I do not trust this man to remain in the Master Helmsman's crew, but I cannot allow such talent to go to waste. Hand him over to the factotum. He will find a use for him. Not a terrible choice. Fugitive criminal must be punished. Execute him. I think we'll leave it up to Ravor. He's talented. Ravor will vouch for him, so if he does anything wrong, it's on Ravor's head. Yes, Lord Captain. Ravor, disgruntled grimace momentarily dissipates. We gain capable hands. Then this case is closed. With your permission, I will return to my duties. Yes. Try not to have your dog bite off the fingers of any more crew. Thanks. Whoa. So this is what? Rumor. I don't know. Hopefully it's obvious when we get in. Drukhari ward ships, probably, or destroyed refugee ship. Either way. Lord Captain, the ne'er-do-wells from the Augur crew, the ne'er-do-wells from the Augur crew are reporting we've reached the Nulla Septum system, where a Prometheum refining hive, Santiel's Pride, is located. Bend my mother over the golden throne. The transmission ends abruptly and resumes with a loud click several moments later. Ever preserve us, Lord Captain, the entire system's darker than the inside of a Grok's arse. The local star, it's not there. Oh, I didn't notice that, but that is important. So the Drukhari have stolen it again. Fantastic. But they were only stealing stars for that guy. Like the head... Oh, what was his name? Tarantius or whatever. He was doing experiments that needed power, and so he was ordering the stealing of stars. We killed him. So I'm surprised they're still stealing stars. Stars do not vanish from the sky without a reason. The same villains may be working here as in the Rykad system. Lord Captain, Santiel's Pride is an object of strategic importance to the Korda dynasty. It alone covers the Prometheum needs of the entire Protectorate. It is not difficult to figure out what happened. The damned xenos had their work cut out for them, but by the throne they succeeded. This does not mean we can leave the important strategic assets for them to plunder. I suggest we do House Korda a favor and salvage the remains of their Prometheum. Do House Korda a favor and salvage their Prometheum. Yes. Another system is missing its star. You hear a quiver of outrage in Heinrich's voice, followed by a deep exhale. We need to see if there are xenos on that frozen world, and should our suspicions be confirmed, exterminate them. If you disagree, let me remind you that the protectorate of one of the rogue traders of the Koronus Expanse has lost several billions of its subjects. Can you be certain that the same won't happen to Dargonis or another of your worlds? Forgive me, Shireen, but I refuse to believe that among the billions of Korda's subjects, there wasn't at least a handful of desperate souls still trusting in the Exalted One's providence, clinging to life. Who will become their salvation if not you? Thank you for your comprehensive report, Ravor. Vigis takes over the channel, her vexation showing only in the force with which she clicks her vox. Apologies, Lord Captain. As the esteemed Master Helmsman just stated, the Augur crew is troubled by the anomalous absence of a star at the heart of the system. As for the Hive world, I'm afraid it is forever lost to the Imperium, as are the lives of billions of its children. So, let's take on the Drukhari first, and then we'll go check out the... Or do we check out the refugee ship first? Possible survivors there. And a world we haven't scanned? We've explored both these, but there's a new world that we are unfamiliar with. Did we miss it while coming through? Or did the game pop in a new planet when we showed up here with the star gone? I'm going to go look for survivors first. It means they might escape if the game's going to be evil about timing. But I think saving survivors is more important than hunting down a handful of Drukhari. No survivors, just loot. Oh well. It's been a while since we've had a space battle. And we should have a second ship helping us. The one that we commandeered with the new DLC. The Heartless, I think it was called.
Smite the foe of
Let the Drukhari have blocked some of your flagship's posts using an unknown xenos power. Your crew will regain these posts in several rounds. Yep, as usual. So that's the Heartless. So that's on my side, which is confusing because it has their shields. Okay, so we've got three Talon Cyrix frigates. They've each launched torpedoes. Looks like my fighter bay is working again. Fantastic. So we've lost Argenta. Looks like we've just lost Argenta. Let's go to here. Can't shoot you. But I'm thinking we launch our fighters this direction. And then we will turn this way to start fighting the two of them. That did not do what I intended. Okay. Never mind then. Can I get you angled so I can hit with that? Not really. I'd have to be turning kind of this way to get a shot there. By that point, you'll be out of range of both my side guns. Huh. I'm assuming from here, yeah, I don't get the shot. So if I do turn, I'm not going to be able to hit you with... Unless, like, here. That would get you... Yeah, I just don't have great options. Thinks I can get to here? If so, I could hit you with those side guns. And from here, I could hit you with the front guns. Okay. And let's do that. Yeah.
bleed them.
Not much because we missed most of our shots. Fantastic.
Fire the
They didn't
last.
have their shield up, and we just missed everything. Then we'll go here.
The course.
Fire on the side.
Fire right now.
Couple of good shots. Then drop our interceptors.
Unleash our.
Perfect. I could attempt a warp wave, which might just kill them. Ah, I did not. They're left at 5 hit points. That is a shame. Alright. Whatever. Our interceptors can take the shot to finish them off. Or do I take out the torpedoes first? Because those are going to blow up right in our face. I think I'm going to take out the ship. I think that's the bigger threat.
Target destruction confirmed. Praise the old desire.
And then you start heading in this direction. they just skip their turns? I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just confused. Yeah, they just skipped their turn. Don't really have any good way of getting back over to you guys. I could do the swing run, which would get me here but facing that way. Probably better to just go there. And then Arc Auger would give me 2 more range, which would be enough. Though with their cloak up, our accuracy would be terrible. I could do the large arc instead. New heading. That gets me over to here. I wonder if on the way, can I shoot? Yes, I can shoot those torpedoes. So let's do that.
Leave their hull strewn across the stars.
Only takes out 1 torpedo. Whatever. It's fine. Oh, that is not enough to actually hit. If I'm over there, then I'm facing the wrong way for that gun. So I get to choose one or the other. Actually, there's no way for me to hit with that gun, regardless. That is a shame. Well, you can shoot here as well.
Bleed them.
Might as well. 28%.
This one's going down.
It's a miss, not terribly surprising.
Annihilate.
Okay. I'll have you get a little bit closer. I was hoping not have you be angled that way, because it's not exactly ideal. Start taking out these torpedoes. Then you... I think we'll have you head over here. And take some shots on the ship at 100%? Sure. You could take out the torpedoes, but I think the torpedoes sitting there is what caused the ships to freeze up last time. And I don't think it'll happen again, but I'm hoping so. Because them wasting their turn is fine by me. Nah, torpedoes moved. Shame. Oh, you getting pretty close to the Heartless. Well, goodbye, fighters. Alright, how best to attack you? It's coming forward. I can hit you easily here.
Fire the lance batteries.
Both of these guns.
Bleed them.
And if I go something like this, that'll let me attack again on the side.
Onward.
Not great chances, but good enough. Yeah. And pop out some more fighters. just for the fun of it, another warp wave. Alright, let's move you in and have you take shots here. 100% chance. Feels really overpowered since they've got that really awesome shield that's supposed to protect them. The fact that it's giving them 100% chance to hit. I don't know about that. I'm not complaining, but it doesn't seem super balanced. And also, our ship, when we attack, only takes out one of the torpedoes versus these take out all four. A lot of damage to the Heartless, which isn't ideal. Okay, it's back to our turn again. Nice. I'm probably only going to be able to hit if I went here, do I get the ability to hit with... Yes, I can hit that with that side gun. Alright, so from here, we take a shot forward.
Fire the lance batteries!
Just seeing where I can possibly get extra uses of each of my weapons.
Bleed them!
Then move forward to there. And we'll attack with our last weapon. That's not a kill? Come on, 1 hit point left. I can fire again? Oh right, it fires 2 shots. Forgot about that. That's the new upgraded gun that we put in place. Ah, missed both. Shame. Strafe isn't going to help us. Jumping forward won't help us. Nah, it's fine. These should do more than enough, though.
Another enemy sundered by the
There's
void.
you done. And you gone. That's victory for us.
Effectiveness of the crew has
New rank up on our ship. Perfect.
adequate.
Alright. +1 extra wing of each attack craft type. Decent choice. Attack craft launched has +1 hull integrity. Probably not. Ram does twice the additional damage. Carrying the void ship costs less scrap. Could be nice. We don't take that much damage, but it's something. Attacking or acting first is good. %20 chance to reduce cooldowns on using abilities could be good. Reloads all macro cannons that were fired, so potentially we could fire our macro cannons twice. Don't really care about reinforcing shields. We rarely take heavy shield damage. So do I want to be able to put out one more... I think I want to be able to put out one more craft. Let's be honest, that sounds really good. And then after that, I'm thinking we work towards the ability to use our abilities more often. Can I upgrade any abilities? No, we didn't use strafe with him in charge. We can upgrade vulnerability scan. Okay. Takes 100 scrap. But we have that. So how does it change it? 35% damage. Only one weak point can be highlighted at a time. Weak point is never located on the opposite side of the ship. Okay, so it's slightly more damage, and it guarantees the weak point won't be on the far side, making it easier for us to get in range on it. Sure. That's our ship upgraded. Now we do have a world we have not explored somehow. New information has arrived, Lord Captain. We managed to detect a residual heat signature on one of the continents of Santiel's Pride, but there is no clear indication of its origin. The crew is waiting for further instructions and praying for the souls of the deceased with extraordinary zeal. Dispatch rescue teams to the world. They better not return without survivors. Start Promethium extraction immediately. We must exploit the world's remaining potential while it's still maintaining orbit. Tell the crew to get the shuttle ready. Let's not delay and begin exploration of this dead world. Enough talk. Santiel's Pride awaits. It would not be proper to disturb the burial grounds of another protectorate. We are leaving. Enough, there are other star-filled systems waiting to be explored. Let's dispatch a rescue team for the survivors. The order is clear. The rescue shuttles have been dispatched to the suggested evacuation points and the likely location of hidden bunkers. Is there anything else you desire? We gained people. Start Promethium extraction immediately. Okay, we got one fuel. I will order the Colonial Expedition Chamber to start deploying the extractium. Will the Lord Captain give further instructions? We used one of our mobile extractiums and gained just one fuel. That was probably not a good use of mobile extractiums. Tell the crew to get the shuttle ready. Let us not delay and begin exploration of this dead world. The helmsman's sour voice fills the channel again. If you are so eager to freeze your esteemed Arsoff, Lord Captain, who are we to object? Yes, do not object. This is my choice. Solomon, not you. We'll grab... I don't know. Wolfar. Heinrich is alright. Solomon was fine. I don't know. Man, how long has the star been gone? I don't know how long it would take for the world to noticeably freeze with a star missing. It would be reasonably quick to see the temperature start to drop. But for like huge amounts of ice and snow to build up, I feel like that would take time. Alright, what about you, Ulfar? What are we going to do with you? Oh, right. You just got the level where you get an additional AP. Perfect. Nice and easy. Anyone around want to talk? Doesn't look like it. Nothing around here. Let's head on down. Awareness 100. Awareness 100. We'll start here.
My house would be proud of me.
Thousands of bodies have merged into frozen snowdrifts, covering streets as far as the eye can see. It is unclear whether the formations occurred naturally or if somebody purposely piled the corpses up. 92 now. That was 100 before. A delicate young woman lies curled up in a snowbank, like a living statue. Her thin hands are clutching a silken blanket. Crumpled writ. Writ of Passage 90XV55L, issued to Pulchurimus family, arriving at Footfall, signed Harbormaster Maleficus Arcticus. And 2 engraved pendants. A gold pendant with a silver inscription, to my darling S&D. Inside are hand-painted portraits of an elderly man, his wife, and daughter. And there are 2 identical copies of that with this woman. An odd thing for there to be duplicates of.
Follow my lead.
Do we go upstairs or explore down here? I'm thinking we stay down here for now. Begone nightmares, burn in his punishing flame. Your pathetic god will not help you, monkey. I mean, we're here. Notes on Life in the Hive by LG Historian and Traveler. The world turned out to be completely different from what I had imagined. My distant home of Alvi Artani, though swathed in black sands, is nowhere as hot as this stone cocoon. It's not as hot. Not even the force fields can shield us from the embrace of the local star. In daylight hours, staying close to the outer walls would be insane. A person would either suffer heat stroke or simply be boiled alive. The surface does not have the time to cool after darkness comes, so living here is like being encased in a steam barrel at all times. Throne be praised, the upper city has cooling zones to provide welcome relief. Despite the predatory prices and absolute disdain the locals have shown towards my quickly lightening purse, the glacial gardens remain my favorite place to relax. Despite all its austerity and piousness, the hive is crawling with lawbreakers. I've been robbed thrice and almost killed twice this cycle alone. It makes procuring Obscura ridiculously simple. Not that I have tried it, of course, but the crooks on every corner literally shove it into my face. Another thing that surprised me is the city's incredible work shifts. The planet turns on its axis once every 38 hours, and 25 of those are usually spent in the manufactorums. Another 5 to 7 hours are dedicated to mandatory public service like cleaning streets, attending sermons, and patrolling floors, so only 6 remain for rest and domestic chores. I must have been blessed by the Emperor when Justice Greybergen invited me to stay at her truly magnificent estate. The view from the top of the Spire of Glory is fantastically beautiful. Up here, one cannot hear the din of the overflowing streets or smell the stench of refuse. And yet, the taller the spire, the crueler the star's scalding kisses become. Justice Greybergen calls it a divine blessing. I'm not going to argue and will just quietly take my leave. The once majestic bridge for ritual processions was damaged when a civilian orbital shuttle collided with it. Alright, well, let's save this random person who's getting chased down by Drukhari.
Smite the xenos!
I can hear your pulse, little thing.
Tormented captive. Scout. Another tormented captive. They are against us? The scout is arguably on our side. But these guys are apparently enemies. Even though they're humans. Suffers 5 damage each round. Well, that's not a good way to live. Any of you that are actually scary? I mean, 143 health is something. 164. Okay, so the Cabalites are reasonably dangerous, it seems. There aren't any great hiding places. I could just have Cassia get into a position where she can just blast all of them, but she would hit the scout up front, who doesn't seem to have a health bar. Are you not a combatant at all? Or are you just 1 health destined to die right away? Who knows? We'll put Cassia in full cover there. Why not? Nearly yet. I could have you all the way back here, but you'll be out of range of most of the fight. I might put her here and just hope that we can get the melee people killed before they can get to her. I'll just stand there, I suppose. And then for our melee characters, put Abelard here to protect her, hopefully. Ulfar. I mean, get as close as you can. Sure. And Pascal. Send you over here. Why not? Something like that seems reasonable to me. So, Cassius first, of course. We've got 2 of the enemies that go before we get to our turn, but they're far enough away that I don't think Gearlight's going to be in danger. But hopefully soon we'll just have Ignatius finish the fight off. Desert world would freeze ridiculously quickly. Water world will depend on how well the ocean circulates. Volume. Yeah, that's fair. So reveal the light on Ignatius.
If you insist, Lord Captain. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Yeah.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Light ourselves on fire. Orchestrate flames.
Suits my purposes.
Still not confident that's the right call.
Not a problem for me.
And we get one more attack. If I was here. I was hoping I would be. There we go. Lined up to hit all of them. I do. It does go through that scout square, which is probably not what I'm wanting. But I do like hitting the 3 of them. That'll work too. Granted, I'm taking out the humans, who have basically no health. Oh, no, that's even better. That gets me taking out 4 enemies in a single attack. I like that.
Before my might, Phil!
Then we'll go Firearm Master. No. Steady Superiority, which gives me another attack.
Glory to my bloodline.
There we go. That's hitting 3 of them.
Already done.
I'm remembering.
More suddenly show up mid-fight. You can't show up. It's the first turn. Come on, you cheaters. I can't get over there to deal with them. Yeah, not thrilled to hit allies. No guarantee on killing you guys. You're out of sight. I can't run and gun again. We'll deal with you.
Too easy.
Oh, you're not dead? Well, you'll die on your turn. It's fine. Back to Cassia's turn. And she can use her 3rd eye because, you know, none of our allies are this direction. So might as well.
I am a navigator, not a stone.
That should stun all of them, except for you. She can hit you. there no direction that she can hit you and another large chunk? Yeah, that hits quite a few. I'll accept that.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Inflict the pain!
I guess I didn't actually put down any of these. And I probably should have.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
So we've got that. We'll put this over here in case an ally can make it into that region. Same with melee. Something like over here seems reasonable.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
We'll just pack all of those zones together. And then finest hour. Is Ignatius within view? Oh, he's not. She can't walk anywhere, can she? That's a mistake. Why are you out of line of sight? Man. You're gonna have to do this the normal way? Ugh. Well, whatever. Juliet can get over to here, which I think is a fine choice.
I approach the designated position.
That way she'll be getting crit bonuses. Good solid hit there. Are any of these guys particularly scary? The answer is no. Just wondering if I should mark any of them as prey.
I
We'll
am
go
not
perfect
your
spot.
xenos pet monkey.
Pull the bold. Over penetration. Might as well go here so we can shoot through. Hopefully kill both. Perfect. Who's coming up next? You are. We're not going to be able to kill you in a single shot, sadly. I could kill you, guaranteed. So I might as well.
Another soul slips beyond the veil.
I could actually have her
If I must.
mark each of them as prey,
This tedium is beneath me.
and then use her ability.
Xenos pet monkey.
Looking online, 0F global average within a week, -100 Fahrenheit in a year. Somewhere in that time, carbon dioxide will start to snow in cooler parts, speeding up heat loss. Not pretty, yeah. Not terribly surprised.
My heart sings with the thrill of battle. I hear you moving. No more.
And you've left one alive. Shame. Any way that I can get an extra attack here?
I understand your intent.
It's fine. Pascal. You could go here. Yeah. That would hit all of them. Then analyze enemies here. We'll just add a couple of minor bonuses. heal yourself up. Might as well.
I deal death with my hands.
One of you just died. So we've got... Oh, all of you are dead. It's just these two left. You're going to die on your turn automatically from the fire. So let's just get to a position where I can light you on fire. By light you on fire, I mean just kill you.
Stand a chance? Not a problem for me.
There we go.
Was your biggest mistake.
Hey, Scout, you survived. You're welcome. The God Emperor protects and all that. Modified splinter rifles. I probably don't need all those. I'll keep one just in case. And we've got more bodies over here. The God Emperor silently gazes down upon the once teeming streets. Alright, Scout. I can't. Yes, I can talk to you. The quivering figure, wrapped in several layers of tattered clothes, is pointing an old lasgun at you. Who are you? In the name of the God Emperor, keep away from me. In another time and place, I would immediately demand you cut the peasant down for such an outburst, and yet, it pains me to see his mind is so tightly constricted by greenish-black thorns. Never have I seen such a frightening color. This person, this hive, everything here is drenched with despair. Calm down, my name is Ignatius. Ignatius von Valentius, rogue trader. Hit him. Down, damn peasant. I am a rogue trader appointed by the will of the Emperor himself. I am the rightful ruler of this world. Well, we're not. This is Corda's world. Never mind, just tell him what happened here. Ignatius von Valentius, rogue trader. Who? You are one of the Star Children, right? I knew the Emperor could not have abandoned us. You have come to save us, have you not? May the throne bless your radiant souls. I am Vir, one of the few survivors of this dispossessed world. The elders have been waiting for a sign from the heavens for so long. Too much time has passed, so they died. But may he smite me if you are not the one. You will help the ones in need of salvation, won't you? Vir freezes for a second, looking at you reverently and awkwardly shuffling his feet. You have saved my skin, holiest one, but my brothers in faith and misery were not as lucky. Living nightmares grabbed us the moment we stuck our noses out of the surface, trying to survive. I managed to break free and escaped, leaving my friends behind. Woe is me. I am beside myself with shame. I'm begging you, child of the stars, please save my comrades. Save Vir falters, gulps, and whispers almost breathlessly. Save Albris. I will take you there, even if it costs me my life. Wait, I still have more questions. I'll help your friends lead on. Mark the place where your companions are being held on the map. I shall find the way there on my own. Helping the rabble is beneath the dignity of a rogue trader. Out of my way. I still have more questions. Yes? Yes, of course. But please, be quick. The shaking man keeps glancing around nervously. Why did House Corda fail to dispatch a fleet to assist you? The poor man's eyes grow round and wide with terror. Had the mistress of this world learned we lost Santiel's pride, the punishment would be more dire than any nightmare can inflict. What happened to your star? If only someone knew. I spent my entire life in the Underhive. I only ever saw daylight once, so I'm not missing it much now. But the cold, it's the cold that was our undoing. The heat still lingers in the depths of the hive. That's where we are sheltering. Well, we were until recently, until all the heat escaped the central pillar. When it did, myself and the others came up to get help and bring back supplies and found you. Did anyone else manage to survive aside from you, deep in the bunkers perhaps? I mean, he already told us so. Vir gives you a frightened look. The bunkers were the first to fall, my savior. Starvation finished what the nightmare started. It was easier to survive in small groups, but they too perished one after the other. The three of us have not seen anyone else alive for a while now, only corpses and his scourges. You abandoned your friends and fled like a coward. I've learned everything I wanted to know. I won't blame him. Don't be praised, let's go. Do I have him lead me? There's a potential that he'll get killed if we try that, rather than just having him mark the spot. But there's also the potential we might get lost on the way. I'll have him lead. I will help your friends. Lead on. Really? The wretch cannot believe his ears. Right away, follow me, and don't lag behind, and be very, very quiet. The nightmares roam the streets, trust me, I know. They will be lying in wait up ahead, so tread carefully. Come along. Keep up.
A new challenge for me?
Over here, quick, follow me. Okay. This is where we were thinking about going first. Lord Xenos.
Operation.
The snow clearly shows the trail of a body being dragged and reveals several pairs of footprints. Judging by their shape, none of them belong to a human. We need to move forward, but there's likely to be an ambush. Please, go carefully. Yeah, I'll say there's an ambush.
Time to die, monkey. I'll wipe you from
Well,
the
we
face
were
of the
warned.
galaxy.
I'll adorn myself with your flayed skin.
I don't know if the scout was intentionally leading us to an ambush. Like if he's guilty or something. Well, let's see. I guess we'll put Cassia in the middle, because that seems like the wisest place for her, along with ourselves. Where can I put you? There, sure. Abelard up here. We'll send you up there. And lastly, Pascal can go anywhere. Maybe off to the side here. Take on the Beast and Beastmaster. Whereas we'll take on all of the Cabalites. Yeah. Cassie's first, of course. And this time I'm going to be in a position where
Me?
she can actually
If you insist,
reach me.
Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Already done.
Alright. Do I think I'm most needed to help out with these guys? Probably not. Or over here. I mean, they at least have some health. And I think if the Beastmaster goes down, that's better for us. If I recall, I think they get bonuses from the Beastmaster being alive. I'm probably going to be in the way of Ulfar.
Nothing I
Just
can't
considered
do.
that. I think... No. I was going to see if I could Melta, but we don't have Melta available. So let's just... I guess attack you. Just take the Beastmaster out right away. Good dodge. Alright, back to Cassia's turn, because not much more we can do. I don't really like being adjacent, but it's gonna get another attack on me if I try and pull away, and that could hurt. Nope. So let's just end my turn right there. I'm sure it's fine. If I set Cassia here, she should be able to still see, I would think. Would you be able to hit a bunch of them. Not all of them. The one in the back is out of range still, but you can hit the rest and miss Abelard, which I think is good. Yeah. So go there, blast them. I'm trying to give her just a little bit more morale in the hopes that she can use her ability. There we go. Finest hour to give us another turn.
In the name of House Orsenium, I shall prevail.
You can't melt it through both of them. If I was here then, could I? Probably because of the elevation change of me being down on stairs. That's what's stopping it. Well, I guess I can just melt you, and then you're done. Or not. Right, were you guys the ones that every other turn take no damage?
Suits my purpose. Nothing of value has been lost.
Not sure how you just randomly died, since it didn't look like it was targeting you, but I'm not going to complain. And I can run and gun and hopefully get up here. That gets me to here. Can I see you from there and not actually hit one of my allies? Yes.
I shall not fear. Hurting me was your biggest mistake.
Okay. What could my twisted kinman possibly be seeking in this icy silence? Good question. Also, Scout, how are you doing? You are missing. It's probably fine. Got some goods. Medkits. I will gladly take them. Where's the right pixel to grab them? There we go. We already looked there. I thought it would have been whatever was on that desk, but we shattered the desk and there's nothing.
None shall stand in my way.
Hey, Scout. Keep up. I'm hoping you're not. Warning, harboring traitors to the Imperium is punishable by death. I hope this isn't a trap with the Scout, because after he just saw us demolish them, if he betrays us, he's dumb. May the faithful partake of the Emperor's immortality and find solace in his crimson embrace. Spread the word, brothers and sisters, the feast has begun. Alright, which direction are we going, Mr. Scout? We could either go up or we could go over. And I don't think you've made it particularly clear. Over here, quick, follow me. Okay, so he's going that way. We could... We'll swing back that way later. Let's follow him so we don't miss out on... Same with going down there. So we don't...
I won't tolerate weakness.
We're not late to helping his friends.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Unsealed letter. My most precious Victa, Sister Bregenda from the Order Famulos, whom you introduced us to, is a real sweetheart. You must have noticed how many new guests started showing up at our soirees after the that darling stayed at our estate, Joffrey is extremely fond of Brigenda too. Our heir has finally started showing an interest in something other than the exact sciences and has taken a liking to theology. May the Emperor bless your insightful wisdom. P.S. Come visit us today after the 8th klaxon. My husband will be at the club with his friends. Forever yours, IL. Scartus, you went too far. The monkey will be off to his ancestors now. I granted him 24 non-lethal wounds, so you will have time to enjoy his suffering. No, kill me already. Just end it, I beg you. Well, I think we were too late.
It's about time.
Yeah, looks like we were too late.
The Emperor is with us.
I'll revel in this massacre.
Medusa. What are your guys's? Natural armor. Eye of Oblivion. Yep, that's from us. Eye Burst. Deals mental damage and inflicts the staggered effect on everyone who fails a willpower resistance step Drukhari. So that's kind of like the third eye. Bestial Rage. Natural armor. Irresolute. Children of Asurian. This isn't a Drukhari, this is an Asurian? Do you all have that? No. You guys take more damage from warp. Yeah, that's gonna be bad for you. But the Medusa are Asurian. Interesting. There's got to be a story behind that. Okay, so that cover can be destroyed. So, probably want to consider whether we want to hide out there.
My warp sight reveals something.
Okay. Put Cassia there. We'll be here in the middle-ish. Juliet. What up here? You probably got a long enough shot, and that'll give you a height advantage on a bunch. And then for our melee people, let's put Abelard there. Ulfer can be there. And Pascal. Probably also let's send you up this way. I guess. Actually, we could just put Pascal all the way up here. It's so dumb. Just like all the way tucked here in the back behind the enemies. Alright, so let's do the usual. Reveal the light.
If I may,
Voice of command.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
We'll take our free turn.
I'm a navigator, not a servitor.
All too easy.
Light on fire. Orchestrate flames.
Not a problem for me. Already done.
Run and gun. Alright, now we want to see about hitting as many enemies as we can with a Melta. And I don't want to hit Abelard, because that straight up murders him. But I'd prefer to hit the Medusa as well. Okay, that'll work. Don't really like the idea of being right in the front of things.
Let's see how they respond.
But I'm gonna do it anyway.
You didn't stand a chance.
Perfect. That got us to high momentum. I will not use steady superiority because I'm wanting Cassia to toss the turn back over to me. Hopefully I can get past you. That'd be disappointing if I couldn't.
My tactics
Just go there. End our turn. Back to Cassia. She'll use Finest Hour on us.
Paint your death in
Okay, so we can get past Ulfar. Good. I went here and did a Melta on the two of you. Then that's perfect.
Suits my purposes. Nothing of value has been lost.
Okay.
Nothing I can't do.
Then we'll get a run and gun. I doubt there's a great angle where I can hit both of you. I'd have to get up higher. Yeah. That's not going to work out for me. Probably need to do single targets at this point, which is a shame. Well, I could from here. Is there a position where I can target you? Are you going to survive? I think you're going to survive my turn. I moved too far forward. But from here I can attack all three of them, which seems fine.
All too easy.
Start with you. Because I think I do get bonuses based on the number of enemies I've killed. So I should start with the weaker enemies first.
Already done. Nothing of value has been lost.
Let's just finish you off.
Not a problem for me. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
And now there's you, who I can't get to. And I can't run and gun again. No, I have dash. An ability I basically never use.
Nothing I can't do.
There you go. Perfect. Vir, is that you? God Emperor, have mercy. They put that thing on his head. Be quiet, Cleon. What are you talking about? The God Emperor has sent us his envoy. We are going to make it. You hear? What the... Albris, what have they done to you? The Medusa was one of their people. So they've got some sort of thing they can put on people's heads to force them to work for them. That is evil. Well, we've already grabbed the one that I had chosen as being interesting. So we're looking at first tier archetypes. Ooh, medium armor not reducing dodge. That could be nice. Swift slaughter to allow us to use rebel and slaughter easier. I don't know if anything counts as area attacks for us. Yeah, I don't know. I'll go with second skin. Give us the potential to use medium armor better. Can't boost lore warp. That's a shame because that's the only one I'm really working towards. Awareness of 87. Might as well boost it because I've got no other skills to boost. Abelard, what to do with you? I've apparently marked a ton of things for you. Charge doing more damage. I'm fine with that. Let's go with athletics, since you can't boost carouse. And those are your two primary skills. Oh, more damage, because we use voice of command on Ignatius first turn. And then give him a full turn to attack everyone, which means everyone he attacks is going to be doing 19% more damage. And I am definitely okay with that. She's got a ton of skills that we care about. Looks like commerce is her lowest of the skills that we've been focusing on with her. So we'll raise that up. I don't know. I like that. Expose weakness I don't use. No. Expose weakness isn't the one I'm thinking of. Expose weakness is the one we use after analyze enemies. Yeah. I don't know. None of these seem that important. Being able to just randomly gain more exploits seems fine. We'll just start with that. And then of your skills, what is your lowest? Looks like Lord Xenos. Earliet. Improve your cover efficiency. Could be good. Sure. Awareness, demolition. And I could boost your awareness because that's your lower, but I'm pretty sure Cassia's really high up there. And that'll get you to 127. You'd be in the same range as Cassia. And I can't boost your demolition, so I might as well. So in a world where I choose not to use Cassia, which will never happen, we still have an awareness person. I'll boost critical damage every time you do damage. I think that's fine. Athletics and carouse, so kind of the same as Abelard. There we go. That's all of us leveled up. Let's disarm this trap, please.
The machine god grants the insight.
Elite Blast Pistol. One-handed pistol that does up to 40 damage and 70% armor penetration. That is really good for anyone who's trained with Drukhari weapons. Range is pretty terrible, but that's standard for pistols. Alright. Report a mutiny, get extra rations. Let's check out the Medusa. A strange meaty growth the size of a human head is clinging to the skull and neck of a man. The emaciated face, at least the part that you can see from under the pulsating alien flesh, bears no emotion, and the cracked lips hang slackly open. Ignatius, do not look! Iliot's shout is the last thing you hear before darkness flows into your mind. Your vision grows dim, and you have a sinking feeling in your chest, but you are still alive and are trying to open your eyes. Dark figures dash about in the twisting shadows cast by the fire. One of them is standing in front of you, casually tossing something from one hand to the other. You slowly turn your stiff neck and dumbly stare at the stump where your right arm used to be. The figure comes closer, tosses a frozen hand onto the ground, and breaks off the tip of your nose with a little crunch. Why haven't you died with the others? Why are you still alive? Opart has succeeded, frightened, cold, hurt, and aching to flee, but these feelings are not yours. You concentrate your will to shrug off the unbidden emotions, and the compulsion recedes. You once again see a man caught in the clutches of a disgusting parasite. The illusion is gone, but inexplicably, anxiety still lingers in your soul like the aftermath of a particularly bad nightmare. In all that is holy on Terra, you, Von Valencius, poke your noses into every mysterious abomination you encounter. It must run in the blood. Why didn't I choose a quiet post away from the front lines, quartermaster of a magnetic coil warehouse, or some such thing? Abelard, who has been agitatedly rifling through equipment, looks up with a start. Lord Captain, you've returned to us, and without the need of a medkit. A lucky escape. Pascal's voice synthesizer crackles in agitation, and a needle glints on his mechadendrite. Neural overload detected. Protocol to render emergency aid activated. What is it? Human? How is this possible? Lord Xenos, examine the creature. Awareness, examine the man. Kill the creature and its host, or step away from the strange creature. What is it? It feeds on human victims, which makes it a predator. I suggest that this is all we need to know, and make the rational decision to destroy the creature. This xenoform is classified in the Magos Biologist catalogs as Medusa malefica. It is an empathetic parasite. This creature is not bound by any natural law. Its origins lie outside real space. However, the sampling tool on one of Pascal's mechadendrites jolts to life. It can be studied using the methods of real space. A Medusa, the driver of nightmares and torment. My dark cousins use these creatures to amass emotions and experiences, which they then feed on. A human, how is this possible? I do not know. I don't know. This thing is a nightmare. I've seen the likes of it before, bound in chains, listlessly watching. They always accompanied their masters during the gory executions. They just stood there and stared, always stared. But why is this thing riding Albers now? How do we take it off? It feeds on human victims, which makes it a predator. I suggest this is all we need to know to make a rational decision to destroy the creature. Yeah, you guys have said this already. Let's examine the creature with Lord Xenos. has succeeded. The thing before you is a xenoparasite that biologists call Medusa. These creatures latch onto the brain and nervous system of their victims with dozens of tendrils and assume control over the body of the host. Their nature is yet to be fully studied, but the prevailing hypothesis claims that Medusa are capable of absorbing strong feelings and emotions from their environment, although the question of how and why are still a matter for debate. And awareness? Oh, I misclicked. Sorry. Host is dead. Anything but this, I'm begging you, no! Yeah, sorry, I misclicked. Oh. I was trying to do the awareness, and I failed. Ah. Darn. I thought I was done for, but the Emperor protects. Sorry, Scout. May your bloodline be blessed until the end of time, Heavenly Envoy. Yeah. The Xenos acquired a human generator and powered a section of the street so that any wandering survivors would be drawn to the light like moths. Alright, so we could continue forward, or we could go back to the paths that we skipped when we rushed here. I'm thinking we go back.
Victory awaits!
Chapel's massive doors are sealed by ice. The pale bodies of priests can be seen under its glacial surface.
Watch your steps.
Oh, let's deal with that first then.
Operation successful.
An augmented old man with insane eyes stares out at you from the poster. The caption below reads, "Wanted for idolatry."
Follow my lead!
Let's head up here.
What is that?
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Told to the citizens, Prometheum to the stars. May the faithful partake in the Emperor's immortality and find solace in his crimson embrace. Spread the word, brothers and sisters. The feast has begun.
None shall stand in my way.
Gold-framed data slate. Sounds fancy. Jervis, may the immortal Emperor guard you with his grace. I've done everything I possibly could. Grab Enjet and Jolanta and flee this cursed world as soon as possible. I left the writ of passage and some savings in our secret cache at the Spire of Pride under one of the wanted posters. May the Master of Mankind bless Arcticus for his assistance. I still have unfinished business at the department, so we will reunite on footfall. Your loving brother, Lamprecht van Grotten.
Too hard for a simple monkey.
So that leaves the area to go to the spire. Let's hold off on that.
New challenge for me.
Let's see. So that's where we came from. That's the spire. There's a path down here we haven't explored. Go down inside. That sounds like a new area as well. So yeah, let's head down here, I suppose.
I hear two hearts of iron beating in your chest. One belongs to a warrior. The other to a priest. Which one were you born with? Both are granted by the Omnisire. I am an explorator, and within my algorithms, a warrior's indomitability is meshed with a cleric's humility, like two perfectly interlocking cogs.
Somebody scribbled a few words on the top of a propaganda poster. Levy 5A, Block C cheap.
It's about time.
Faded inscription states the gates leads to the temple quarter, but the rusted mechanism and seals on the locks reveal the entrance hasn't been any use for many years. Okay, that's where the Eldari's bikes are. Lost data slate. Rejoice, for in 10 turns of the immortal emperor will bestow his grace upon us and embrace our brothers and sisters so they can serve him on Holy Terra. The celestial burial ceremony will commence at dawn in full accordance with tradition. Remember to pay the fee so your loved ones do not have to wait for the next cycle before they can join the emperor. Additionally, on this holy day, the number of work hours will be reduced so that by 1, so the blessed denizens may take part in solemn march from the emperor's spire to the spire of stillness. They're asking for money in exchange for their loved ones getting to the emperor sooner. Their dead loved ones. I don't know if that's necessarily correct.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Keep a sharp eye.
Oh, found some more goods. Make sure to grab those. Flying xenos device emits an unnatural light. Strange forces are making it float freely in the air. Yeah, that's standard xeno stuff. Rack. I'm sure we'll have to fight you in a moment. Wow, you guys just watched as we slaughtered all of them and just stood there? Well, I'm going to go up rather than over, because I'd rather have the high ground when this fighting starts.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Frozen in a huddled pose, the corpse stares at his icy, shattered limbs in disbelief.
Die, inhuman scum!
What was that whimper, monkey?
Alright. I don't see enemies up here. So we've got... You've got 300 health, so you're reasonably worrying. I'm assuming Rack, wherever he is, since you have a name, are important. Most of the others I'm not that scared of. Yeah. Alright, so Cassia, let's, I don't know, put you here. Throw ourselves forward to there. Iliad can be up here. Sure. Bit of a sniper's post. Ulfar. There. Abelard. Here we get forward. Something like that. And lastly, Pascal. Ha! You can get all the way over to these two. Sure. Always good to take on the groups as you can get to them. Sounds great. Cassia probably doesn't have line of sight. No, she has line of sight on us. Perfect. Reveal the light. Bring it down. Oh, I was wanting... Whatever. Missed one of my usual abilities that she gives us. It's fine.
All too easy. Nothing I can't do.
Part of me wants to just get you out of the way. I can't actually kill you in a single shot. I mean, you might die automatically when your turn starts if I do enough damage. And you are the one that goes right after Cassia. I want him gone because he's behind our team. And that makes me a bit more worried.
Suits my purposes.
Only taking 49 damage. Let's
You didn't stand a chance.
do that. Back to Cassia. Voice of command on us. We didn't get nearly enough kills in that turn, so she's going to have to use Inquisitor's Tenant. Unless she can get more kills on her own this turn. I sent her here. Is there a spot where you're not hitting Ulfar? Yes. It's not kills. Also, I don't know if she can see Ignatius. I mean, she should be able to. That should count as half cover. What if you were here instead? That probably gives you more of a chance of still being able to see him. Okay. That hits all of them.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
More of the same, please.
If I may.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna have to use the Inquisitor's Tenant, unfortunately.
Momentum.
Then Ignatius can have his free turn.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
You'll die automatically. You will not. Neither will you. So I could move here and melt the two of you.
Never
So I
waver
shall.
in the face of adversity. Nothing I can't do.
Okay.
Not a problem for...
You're down. I don't have View of Wrath over there. Rack? Rack. I could take out the two of you. Let's do so. No line of sight. I can't take you guys out. Huh. Alright, well if I go there and then we run and gun, can I get to a better position where I can see you guys? And hopefully Rack. Can't see him from there. I can see both of you. On the other hand, if I instead moved here, I can see him, but I can't see the two of you. I'm gonna focus on taking out you as a higher priority.
Forge ahead!
Okay, there was a trap there that I barely missed.
Suits my purposes.
Do either of these give me movement? I don't think so. Well, there's an interesting idea. No, but there's no way for me to light him on fire. That won't kill him. In theory, that doesn't kill him. And then I could firestorm off of him, which would kill the two of them. Who is left alive? Oh, right, you. I kind of forgot about you. Might as well kill you.
Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Do I use Pascal to essentially relay the damage over to them? It's a terrible plan. Does this leave him on fire? Uses 2 AP, but it does far less damage. does do warp burn. Let's try it. I have not used this yet. So it's a big AoE burn.
Already done.
You are not on fire, sadly. So yeah, that didn't work out. So I can't use this because you're not on fire. That's a shame. I could still try the same plan. Yeah, we're gonna do it. He can medicate. There's no reason to. All it would accomplish is that I'd have to waste a med kit. I can let the rest of the team take them out. I just enjoy taking out all the enemies on the first turn, but I don't actually need to. Yeah.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Do frontline there so he gets some minor bonuses. Can I doubt I'm within 13 cells, but we can see. No. I can use it again? No. I don't know.
Reading damage to Volk.
Alright. Let's see. You, I assume, have line of sight here. You don't have line of sight there. Why not? If I put you here, would you? Yes. Alright. Move you there. Then pull the bold. Piercing strike. Analyze enemies on him. Go for it.
I am not your xenos. I hear you moving. No more.
Hunt down the prey on that one.
Serves your cause. I am
And
not
braid.
your xenos pet monkey.
Good parry. Now it's back to me. Light him on fire.
I shall not fear.
Takes a bit more time rather than me getting Pascal
Stand a chance.
on fire to push on the damage, but it's fine. Overexerted. This character cannot be the target of voice of command ability. Okay. Just a temporary
I
thing.
won't tolerate
Alright.
weakness.
Oh, I need to be careful because that is a good dagger. Because I was not watching out for that trap. My people could have walked across it.
Operation successful.
We've got some goods over here. Let's grab those. Come on. Loot the body, please. Thank you. Somebody tried to make a scripture by draping a body with artfully frozen intestines, but gave up halfway. A sculpture, not scripture. Those are two very different things. Sure, we'll take that. Shapeless mass of crooked bodies sticks up in the middle of the camp, bound by a single spiked chain. I should actually look at our heavy armors now that I don't take dodge penalties for wearing them. Or medium armors, rather. 65% armor. %, that's heavy. Was that medium for 65%? Let's verify. So currently this is giving me 10 agility and 10% more dodge against humans. We have 114% dodge. This shouldn't penalize me because of my feet. And it didn't. We just lost some of our dodge because of the agility, but my armor went up dramatically. I think that's worth it. Freeloading is a straight route to the Underhive.
Follow my lead.
Okay, is that this whole area explored? I think it is. So we are now ready to go to the spire. Or we could go down to the bottom. Wherever that was, over here. Let's try going down here before we go up to the spire.
I sense something nearby.
Shuttle number 90XV55.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Alright, so we're in some sort of Underhive area. How big is this area? Pretty big, it looks like. Empty Promethium canister bears a child's bloody handprints. Terrible. Multi-key. Good. Depending on the climate within the hive, warm or cold air is circulated within the pipes.
Victory awaits!
Charred bones stick out from a massive pile of ash. Some bear scratches that may have been left by a blade or teeth. So, cannibalism. Awesome. Part of a woman's face and several delicate fingers are still frozen to the cold generator. Someone shattered the rest of the body. Its shards now crunching under your feet. Boxes filled with rubbish and frozen bones, letters, decrees, and torn propaganda posters have been used as kindling.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
The door doesn't give something, is blocking it from the other side. What is that a door leading to? Like, I can see what level that should be in the wall right here. That door should extend down to here and not open to anything. Like, that's not how doors work. But alright. Demolition 90. Using a melta charge. Let's go for it.
My success was inevitable.
And a door to the outside.
It's about time.
We're in the chapel. Frozen servitor, lots of frozen servitors. Are there any humans around? No need to go outside yet, I don't think. We're probably going to fight these servitors.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Are they all servitors? They are. Well, I will do my best to warm you up, servitors. Don't worry. Abelard, Pascal. Throw there. Ulfar. Right here in the middle. Seems fine. We're not going to be using Castia's third eye with this setup, but that's fine, I'm sure. Give our usual boost to Ignatius. Alright, can you get multiple? Not really. Maybe from here you might be able to hit both of them. Not even hitting that one. Am I too far away standing there? Possibly. There you go. That'll hit 2 of them. Oh wait, this is my turn where I'm supposed to be lighting myself on fire. Almost made a mistake of not getting my extra psi rating.
Nothing.
That would have been a shame.
Not a problem for me.
I don't have the actions to get a Melta, sadly.
All too easy.
Whatever. We'll move forward, light you guys on fire. And call that good for our free turn. Now, how can I get the most from Cassia? If I put her like here or farther back, there, she can hit 4 of them. That's pretty good.
I have read tomes of military tactics. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Good solid hits, but didn't do enough damage to get us up in motivation. So we'll have to do Inquisitor's Tenets.
High momentum.
Momentum. I don't know why I always call it motivation. It's momentum.
In the name
Always
of
has been.
House Orcelio, I shall prevail.
Nothing of value has been lost.
Momentum's back up. Perfect.
Nothing I can't do. You didn't stand a chance.
When I was here, could I hit both of them? Yes.
Already done.
Let's do so. Only 2 more to go.
Not a problem. Nothing of value has been lost.
Easy enough.
All too easy.
May the faithful partake of the Emperor's immortality and find solace in his crimson embrace. Spread the word. The feast's begun. Even as ice sculptures, the faithful continue to beg the Emperor for salvation. Why is this statue tied up? That strikes me as unusual. The golden statue of the Emperor is covered with twisted symbols and decorated with garlands of 2 small skulls. Huh. Let's do a save because there's not a guarantee that he'll be able to open this.
This explorator is
But he did.
blessed with multifunctionality.
Wear these boots gains plus strength bonus percent parry while wearing light armor. So someone in light armor with a high strength, that's not a usual build. And that requires someone to have a Cyber Eagle, which we're not going to. We do have some goods here. Recorded sermon. Playing the recording produces quiet whispering, rustling of clothes, noise from the footsteps of dozens of feet, and someone's deep, measured breathing. When the silence settles, a sonorous male voice delivers the opening sermon of the liturgy. Glory to the divine creator that sits on the golden throne of Holy Terra, whose will creates sky and earth, light and darkness, stars and galaxies. Glory! Glory to the Guardian of Humanity, who shields us from the terrors of the void, the madness of heretics, and the malice of the enemies of the Imperium. For we are created in the God Emperor's image to carry his light and his will and his word into the galaxy, both in life and after our passing. Glory. Glory to the Lord of Humanity, whose envoys, women and men of courage and virtue, guide our sons and daughters to the only path that is righteous. Glory. May your souls weep and lament your ignorance of how to love our God Emperor, the Warden of Light. May, more than he loves each and every one of us, cry, pray, repent, and beg for forgiveness. For your love is no love at all. Your great love is infinitely small, and even the most profound love of his most loyal servants is infinitesimally less than the love that the Master of Mankind gives us in return. Glory to the Immortal One. Now let us talk about how we can love the Emperor's flesh and spirit even more, and how to come closer to his divine immortality in life and after we die. Rustling and whispering are heard again, and the recording ends.
A new challenge for me?
Yes, that's everything in here. Let's head outside from here and see where it takes us. Oh, back to this door that we came in. That's not the same door. Odd. Or, no, is that the door to the spire? Yes, that's the door to the spire. Okay. Right, we went down through the cracked ground over here, and that looped us around to come out the spire. Okay, so we've fully explored this world now. And let's head back, I guess. Mission accomplished. It is troubling that the Drukhari have means of forcing other species, human and Asurian, to fight for them. That's bad news. But I believe that is this region finished. Siege of Euphrates II, and Emperor's Miracle, and Cineris Maleficum. Let's see what we know about the Siege of Euphrates before we head there. Rumors. Siege of Euphrates II. Euphrates II, a sacred planet of the Adeptus Mechanicus, is in peril. The cult of the Final Dawn has taken over this world and seeks to seize control of its forges. The Explorator Cognizance fleet has recalled its ships to protect its domain, and Lord Inquisitor Calcazar has sent his own forces to assist. Okay, so if we go here, we are helping the Mechanicum and the Inquisitor. Fire broke out. Yep. Another one that we've read before. Let's visit. We've already explored all of those planets. Euphrates II is not explored. Scan required. Sure. Let's help out with this space battle before we go. I mean, it's not showing a space battle. Lord Captain, our augurs have detected an active combat operation in the orbit of and on the surface of Euphrates II. We tried to contact the explorators on the flagship of the Cognizance fleet, coordinating the siege, but received a strongly worded demand not to interfere under threat of armed retaliation. Please just give me details on the combatants. The world is besieged by a squadron of the Cognizance fleet, supported by a joint armada of vessels from across the entire expanse. Among the latter, we are registering vessels recruited by the Lord Inquisitor to defend the sector. They are opposed by the Final Dawn scum, led by the blasphemous traitors from the ranks of the Word Bearers. What is so important about Euphrates II that is worth fighting for? The Sacred Forge world had always been closed off to the lay people. I believe that it was only at the threat of having it utterly corrupted by the ruinous powers that the explorators had begrudgingly accepted their profane allies setting foot in their blessed world. Who's winning? We're detecting parity between the forces as both parties employ conservative strategies with the aim of gradually achieving positional superiority. Tactical prognosis suggests that this impasse will persist for a while longer. Why are they refusing our aid? Their reaction is the result of reasonable weariness, your lordship. The agent network of the Cult of the Final Dawn spans entire worlds and has proven its effectiveness time and again. I presume the tech priests are afraid of letting a treacherous vessel into their combat ranks. So our only choice is let us not interfere, we are leaving. Huh. Well, can we scan your planet? No? Seems like we can't do anything for the moment. Maybe once we're finally able to talk to the Inquisitor, we'll be able to come back and help out with that fight. Or we've already finished it. Okay. Have fun, you guys. Frozen Prince. Within rumor proximity of Emperor's Miracle in the Cineris Maleficum. According to pilgrims on footfall, one world near a cold star in the Cineris Maleficum reached such spiritual heights that the Emperor raised up all its people to join him in his halls. That seems odd. Mysterious sickness. Let's head in and see this miracle of the Emperor. Already explored, already explored, already explored, already explored. Well, this one has a point of interest, so I guess let's check it out. We could extract the Promethium. I don't think we have a strong need. Though I do still have plenty of extractiums that I could use. Let's head down to the ice world. Sure, the crew's working well for me, so I don't see a need to change it up. Shard of the Holy World.
Something of interest.
Alright, let's medicate you.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
By the nature of the injuries, it is clear that the head of this man was literally wrenched off, unscrewed from the body. Gross. Alright, Pascal, let's walk you around this way.
Locomotives
So that
are
you can
fully
then
operational.
disarm this trap. Nothing
I
to explore
won't
that way.
tolerate
Oh,
Is a reward.
apparently there was another trap
Integrity factor increased.
that we missed. Good to know. Lasgun batteries are depleted. These people fought to the last breath. Chaos Marine. Hello, friend. Probably not, friend. Can I walk this way? I can.
Victory awaits.
Yes, so we could go down this way. And then come up to the side, or we could just go forward, where there are likely more traps. Let's go down this way.
Watch your steps.
Please don't blow yourself up.
A trivial task.
Turn around and walk that way. I'd rather come up behind you.
Follow my lead.
Oh dear, what are you? Ferocious Hellbrute. Well, we're probably going to fight both of them at the same time.
Take a knee and
Yep,
bow
that's
before
fine.
me.
The disgrace of monarchy.
1200 health. 635. Not terribly worried about you. Various weak cultists. Yeah, the cultists are all pathetic. Another Chaos Marine down here. Fantastic. Good, 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 good. Cassia, you go there. Irliet is hiding there, which seems fine. I don't know. Not really any more cover. Be tucked back here. Ulfar. Send you over here to fight with the Chaos Marine that has like 3 times the health you do. I'm sure that'll turn out well. Pascal, go into cover, but I'm gonna expect you to help out here. And Abelard, you get to tank this Marine. Yeah. So Chaos Marine, the Hellbrute, Chaos Marine. That's our turn order before we get to Ignatius. Yikes. Alright, Cassia.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Let's get all the bonuses we can. This is gonna be
Nothing
something
I
else.
can't
I don't suppose there's any way I could... Well, I can't melt this turn. But if I could melt through here, somehow hit both the Marine and the ferocious Hellbeat brute, that would feel pretty good.
Suits my purposes.
I mean, that's a bit of damage. That's so little compared to his health. But we're gonna have to just blast him down. And starting to take out his armor, which is what this ability's for, wouldn't be bad.
Nothing I can't do.
So that's something. Alright, is there anything you can do to really help out here? I mean, not really. If she stepped out of cover... she could potentially hit multiple people with her third eye. With a little help that would give. Point of Curiosity feels like it would be pretty powerful, but she'd have to be like way up here to get that many of them. But it would hit a ton of enemies.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I'm gonna do it, as dangerous as it is. Does Third Eye not quite reach up there? That is a shame. Well, we could... No, we can't regroup them again. Immolate the soul on you. I mean, this still hits some of them, including it. It doesn't hit any of our allies.
Me? I have duty demands.
And attack him. Obviously didn't get us up
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
there, so we have to kind of force it. That'll give Ignatius a
I'll
turn.
show you why navigators are feared.
If I went here, any chance that I can hit both of you? Currently, no. If I was standing closer, which is definitely not what I want, then yes. And it doesn't hit any of my allies.
Already done.
Melta, the two of you. And then do it again. Nope, don't hit Pascal, please.
Nothing I can't.
Alright, Space Marines down. And the Ferocious Hell Brute is almost gone. That'll likely do it.
Not a problem for me.
Don't frighten me.
You didn't get caught in a blast, did you? No, but your cover's gone. Not ideal. Alright, I can't see you, sadly. So I guess let's start taking on these guys that I can reach. Which is not many.
Nothing I can't kill.
Can I get run and gun back? I can. Good stuff.
All too easy.
I doubt from there I'll be able to see many. No, I can see all of you. Perfect. And I can see you. Can I? Well, how about that? Let's focus down the Chaos Marine then. With my limited actions remaining.
Suits my purposes.
There we go. Not quite dead, sadly. We'll use Steady Superiority to get another attack. And we'll use that for a Melta. It's not showing that I can hit him. Is he too far out of... Must be too far out of range for a Melta. Because it's not showing on his health bar. Versus this, which does.
Already done. Upgrading me.
Okay. Chaos Marine down. Okay, we're back to high momentum already. Perfect. And we've just got a handful of cultists left. 2 Space Marines and that enemy gone first turn. Always great. Back to Cassia's turn. On to Irliat. How many of them can you target? These 2. You can't see most of them. Nope, don't hit random buttons. From there you can see basically everyone. Not that you have enough shots to shoot all of them.
Swift and silent.
One down. We'll grab some of our
Tedium is beneath.
extra bonuses and then shoot another one. You're full health, so we'll shoot you. And you technically still have another action, but there's not really anything I can do with it. So, if you somehow survive, we'll take a free shot on you. Oh, there was another Chaos Marine. Where did you come from? Oh well, you'll die soon enough. Ha! It's Ignatius' turn. Fantastic. Melta. And Melta. You live. Ignite.
Suits my purposes.
Thank you. Not even sure where that other Marine came from, but he's gone now.
All too easy. Suits my purposes. Already done.
Got just cultists left. When I get an angle, do I think they'll hit both of them?
My
Yes.
tactics are flawless.
Got one cultist left somewhere. Way down here. Well, you managed to stay out of my line of sight, so you get to live a little bit longer. I would run if I were you. You didn't run. And well, now you get to die. Because Pascal can make it all the way over to you. Yeah.
Running by
Good luck.
right.
You are more akin to a wild beast than a member of your species.
Be silent. If you continue your vile and insolent speech, you may truly set eyes on a beast.
Bodies of the defenders seem to have exploded from within. Gross. I'm not seeing any more traps here. Bodies are dressed in rags and armed with faulty weapons. You notice many handmade aquillas and other symbols of faith. Okay, guess there weren't any traps there. Running all the way across is one easy way to find out.
I noticed something.
Abelard, you're gonna die. Managed to stop just in time.
I have learned much in my exile.
A new challenge for me.
Lots of goods to grab. That's always nice. $95.
Successful.
Officer's med kit. Good. The pulpit is almost intact. It was no doubt fiercely defended. Nearby lies the body of a preacher. It was from here that he recited his last prayer.
It's about time.
The bodies of the defenders were... I will read that later. Tearing Vengeance. It's a one-handed power axe. 10 bleeding damage, up to 40 damage, 40% armor penetration. This power axe deals an additional 10 damage the first attack each round against a bleeding target. Restores 1 AP to the wielder. Wielder suffers 6 damage every turn. Oh, the 6 damage every turn is not good. Due to decay, each time the wearer uses a major psychic power, all enemies in their line of sight lose 30% of their deflection until the start of the wearer's next turn. What? It doesn't say that it stacks, so I assume it doesn't. Otherwise, 4 attacks in a turn, and for the rest of that turn, all enemies have no deflection. They've lost 120% of their deflection. Bodies of the defenders were clearly being prepared for some hideous ritual.
None shall stand in my way.
No loot on the Chaos Space Marines. It's a shame. Yep, there is a path here that leads to some goods. Rampage and a multi-key? Sure. And that's everything? That's everything. Alright, let's head back. I suppose I should equip those boots while I'm thinking about it. Oh, I'm not even wearing boots. So yeah, that is just an upgrade. And another rumor taken care of. So we've got rumor up there, and then a bunch down this way. From where we are, if I traveled back here, I could then jump all the way to here. Yeah, we've got to head back. Sorry about that. We got to head back this way anyway, because that's our only safe path. Oh, we've got to chart new routes here. Are there new routes from here? No. Okay. So yeah, we've got to come back this way or force a new route. Yeah, monsters. Order that the monsters be banished with faith and prayer. The Koronus colony event requires the Lord Captain's attention. Okay. We will head back there soon enough. Lord Captain, I humbly request an audience with you. Proctor Anthar is interfering with the crew and is demanding to see all the archival records of fugitive criminals we have ever received from the Imperial Navy. The matter is urgent. If you please, Lord Captain. Why not just grant him access to the records? I'll meet with both of you immediately. Other matters to attend to? Why not just grant him access to the records? Access to the ship's archives can only be authorized by the dynasty's heir. I'll meet with both of you immediately. Thank you, Lord Captain. Your Lordship, Proctor Anthar is interfering in the work of the crew. He is intimidating and threatening them, demanding access to the ship's sealed archives. And as for his dog, Vicious pauses, shifting her gaze to the cybermastiff and tucking her hand behind her back. I humbly request that you take action. Vicious, what's wrong with your hand? Allow me to explain. The Boxmaster tried to pet Glato, which activated his self-defense protocol. As a result, I had to step away from my duties to have my implants replaced, esteemed Proctor. I already apologized. In any case, what happened was the expected outcome from unauthorized contact with a living weapon of the Adeptus Arbites. It's just, why did you try to pet Glato? I didn't. This is the first time you've ever seen the Voxmaster so agitated. I did not try to pet him. It is not customary to keep such cyber beasts on a void ship, Lord Captain. This is my first encounter with such a creature. That Glato, it was following me all over the bridge. And you decide to interfere with his work protocol. Vicious cast Solomon a cold glance before continuing. I had studied the archives and found mention of a ritual to establish contact that involved an offering of physical interaction with the beast. You are literally talking about bribery. A pointless act. Cybermastiffs cannot be bribed, and neither can arbitrators. Solomon, stop interrupting at once. Just reprimand yourself with a note on your personnel file. Glato is a combat cybermastiff property of the Adeptus Arbites, not some beast. Be silent, both of you. Solomon, stop interrupting. Like, she's trying to explain what happened. I don't need him jumping in. Solomon, stop interrupting at once. The Proctor nods briefly. Solomon, why are you sabotaging the work of the crew? I was compelled to intervene as Glato had intercepted a suspicious signal. The encrypted message contained the word heresy and fugitive. I managed to trace the signal back to the Voxmaster's workstation. I needed to dispatch Glato on a reconnaissance mission to obtain new evidence and, ultimately, to ensure your safety. In other words, you sent the beast to follow me. I questioned the crew in the Voxmaster's absence and established that the wanted bulletins sent by the Imperial Navy were being completely ignored. I suspect that Senior Officer Toloman is abusing your trust. You have to say that, Bidgedis. Did you know that one of the Voidsmen was a fugitive heretic? Toloman, what are you suggesting? What do you have to say to that, Bidgedis? Bidgedis presses her hands together. Reports of fugitive criminals, which number in the hundreds, are of low priority. What's more, I know that Lord Captain Theodora was most adamant on the matter. If you forgive me, her exact words were, "We are not Groxdam bounty hunters." The Proctor would know that if he had brought his questions to me, rather than interrogating astropaths and comms officers. To be fair, whatever Theodora's policy was, you should have checked with me, because I'm not Theodora. As for the Vox transmissions, the frequency on which the senior officers communicate is encrypted. I alerted the staff to the situation with the Voidsman, who was brought to you on the bridge to stand trial. Need to remind the Lord Captain that Proctor Anthar has no authority to access transmissions conducted by senior officers on the Rogue Trader's flagship, not to mention that the signal was wrongfully intercepted. Did you know that one of the Voidsmen was a fugitive heretic? No, Lord Captain. He was not on the list of wanted criminals in the Koronus Expanse. I assume it was because of the relative insignificance of the heresies he was accused of by the Calixian authorities. Perhaps Proctor Anthar had information to which the Imperial Navy does not have access. Solomon, what are you suggesting? Your flagship is untouchable for external inspections because of its high status, and criminals are taking advantage of that. You need an internal audit. You need to pull up the archives of wanted bulletins and double-check the crew records. That is the only way to identify and eliminate potential threats to you. This is madness for a ship whose officer corps alone comprises hundreds of people. The work hours that would be required for such an audit. Listen to you and I'm ready to make a decision. Vicious and Solomon look at you expectantly. I get where they're both coming from. I don't know. There's no need for any audit. I trust my officers to keep everything under control. Solomon, you will be granted access to the archives and lead an audit of my crew. I mean, if he wants to waste his time on that, as long as he doesn't kill anyone. But if he finds a criminal and brings them to me, I don't have an issue with that. I don't want to waste my officers' time on that. Vizis, you and Janrus will double check all the crew on your own. Do not involve me in the do not involve the Proctor. Solomon is not some filthy hive backwater. You will cease your self-righteous investigations at once, and you had better hope I hear no further complaints about your conduct. I'm going to give him permission, and I hope that he will not start killing people. But he can lead an audit. I think that is a reasonable choice. As you command, Rogue Trader. But I suspect he will overstep his boundaries and start killing people, and I'm going to be upset. Alright, on to Cranach. Insect-like creatures. Yep, seen that one before. So now we can go over here to Dargonus, right? Yeah. Where we have a mission we need to take care of. Or some event. So what's the latest on Dargonus? Requires the Lord Captain's decision. New outpost. Planetary authorities wish to found a new settlement that would expand their influence on the planet. No other information. We can approve the plan. We will gain 2 efficiency, which we're already maxed on. We could support the construction with resources. It would cost us 2 plasteel, of which we have tons, and would give us 3 efficiency that we don't need. Or we can inspire the people to support the construction efforts. It would take 5 complacency to give us 3 efficiency. We don't have the complacency to give up. I'll use 2 plasteel to give us more efficiency that we don't need. Support the construction with resources. The scale of the new complex will exceed the architect's original designs. You're welcome. Is there any new projects that I can do while I'm here? Yes. We could do Holy Prophet. Praising muses or pleasing the tired. So this requires Bastion. Secret layer. Okay, so none of these are going to block me off from our final tier options. The date of the payment of the tithe approaches. However, by making use of the corrupt practices of the Administratum, one could find a way to keep both the psykers and the thrones. Ugh. Probably not. Praising the muses, the patronage of the architects and other artists will allow for the creation of amazing and monumental works marked with the rogue trader's likeness. That sounds fine, and boosts our profit factor at the cost of plasteel, of which we have lots, and adamantine, of which we have some but not a ton. Sure. Get started on that. So from here, we should be able to jump to other locations. We could get down here to these areas quickly. Let's head up here. Forewarning. What are you forewarning? Several ships have vanished in the Litoribum Maledicta. Astropaths from across the expanse are broadcasting alarming warnings to each other about an unknown threat in the region. Alright, let's head up there. See what's going on. Your Lordship, I am pleased to inform you that the Heartless is fully repaired. Its hull has been considerably reinforced, and after a complete cycle of tech litanies, the fighter craft in its hangar now eagerly awaits the chance to show their worth in battle. Thanks. More stuff we've read before. Engine decks transform into exotic gardens. Let's see what's going on with forewarning. I'm assuming it's this Hulk. Points of interest, unforeseen event. Is that what we're looking for? We've already explored all of these, or is it the Hulk? Let's check out the Hulk first. If there's nothing there, we'll go to the planet and check out the unforeseen event. A strange vessel enveloped in a pale orchid mist sails past the stained glass windows of the captain's bridge. A familiar coat of arms appears on its thoroughly dented, ragged hull. The House von Valencius. Coat of arms. The Augur crew reports that this is the Lightseeker, an expedition void ship tasked with exploring the planets of the Koronus Expanse. The vessel disappeared without trace over 600 years ago. The telemetry shows that the decks are empty and devoid of life with no crew detected. The sight of the ancient void ship causes a throbbing headache and inexplicable disgust. Where did it vanish for all those centuries, and how did it end up here? The Boxmaster reports that the elders of her clan told her tales about the Lightseeker. The legendary void ship has discovered plenty of bountiful worlds where the most profitable extractiums were later installed. The vessel brought countless riches to the Von Valencia's protectorate in the past, but its sudden reappearance after 600 years of oblivion seems wrong and dangerous. High Factotum Janus Danrock confirms the Lightseeker is still a part of the Von Valencia's fleet. In other circumstances, the Factotum would have insisted on reclaiming the property of the Protectorate, but who knows what had happened to the vessel during the centuries it was lost. The dark powers of the cosmos, or even the warp itself, could have corrupted the voidship. The worried whisper of the crew are silenced by an urgent alert. The ship is rapidly changing course. While closely watching the Lightseeker's maneuvers, your seneschal becomes certain the vessel is preparing to attack. Abelard has heard a lot of bountiful worlds discovered by the voidship's crew, but he doubts the same brave voidsmen are at the helm now. Whatever dark powers are controlling the vessel, one thing is clear: it is a threat. The rogue trader needs to engage the unknown enemy and recapture the property of the Von Valencia's dynasty. Ulfar is adamant that any voidship that spent the past 600 centuries beyond the Veil is corrupted beyond salvation. He says it must be destroyed at once. So we can try to establish communications with the voidship, or don't let the Lightseeker attack first, take an advantageous position and engage. I'm going to attempt to communicate. Prodigious sends one signal after another using Lightseeker's crew, urging Lightseeker's crew to establish contact to no avail. The short delay is enough for the possessed void ship to assume an advantageous position as it prepares to engage your vessel. That's fine. Didn't think we'd be able to communicate with it, but I had to try, just in case.
You are going to do battle with them, in this crude vessel.
Pyrokinetic madness. All of your shots missed? Hitting but doing no damage. There we go, finally some damage. Now this is probably a problem if we just drive through it, but I don't really have an option not to. Zero to 12 damage. You have really good shields.
This one's going down.
Never mind. You're gonna be dead soon.
Fire the lance batteries!
So that'll be 4 shots. 3 shots of 33 or 4 shots of 21. I don't know. Go here and take these shots, I think.
Another salvo!
Not quite dead. Let's see what a warp wave does to you.
The dark void
There you go.
will erase their colors.
And we'll need to repair ourselves, of course. $37 scrap, sure. Alright. Now I guess we just want to get down to all of these systems. So if we get back down to here, then we can safely travel to here. Yeah. Tech Breach reported a brief malfunction in the Geller field generator that left the vessel exposed to the warp for a brief second. According to the Enforcer reports, something did manage to get into the ship and is now prowling the dark corridors of Loading Bay 5. Isolate the chamber, send patrols in, or ignore the reports. Let's isolate the chamber. Apparently what we did before. Part of the ship was isolated from the rest until it left the warp at the end of the journey. After the vessel emerged in real space, the chamber was unsealed. It was intact, with the exception of the crew who had barricaded themselves in a far corner of Loading Bay 5 and bravely resisted the unknown assailants for as long as they could. Their remains have been safely disposed of. During a period designated as the night shift, the air throughout the ship suddenly turned stale. Those who were awakened reported feeling incredibly tired. Those who were asleep later reported having horrible nightmares. Sister Argenta, one of the Lord Captain's personal retinue, was found in her cabin, pale, crying, and caught up in a waking dream. Another one that we've read before. Let's see. If I teleport to here, it's 2 jumps to there. Otherwise 3 jumps. So yeah, we'll jump to here. And technically this could be the location of Spoils of Prudence. Maybe. I guess any of these could be. Well, we have an auger anomaly there. What do we know about Spoils of Prudence? The Curiosity Merchant mentioned an explorator tech priest he had known but lost contact with who owned a cyber beast equipped with an unusual protocol. Perhaps the rogue trader will be able to track him down in System Speculo. System Speculo, so it'll be that one. Alright, we'll ignore that for now and head over here. Odd that it's saying it's somewhere in this region when we were told specifically it was that system. That'll get us to whatever this event is. Elusive plunders the homunculus' prism. Oh, there's 2 things here. Cool. A band of vicious pirates have been plundering cargo ships throughout the Expanse with impunity for centuries. Not even the illustrious Theodore von Valencius was able to bring the scoundrels to justice, for they successfully avoided a deadly encounter with her. However, the rogue trader now has the chance to put an end to their brigandage. The ships of the troublesome gang have been spotted in Legren's Belt, led by their flagship, the elusive Contempt. So probably a space battle. And the homunculus' prism. Ship's finest minds spent many watches trying to understand the purpose of the bizarre prism found in Komora. Researchers were lucky to activate the object only once. Unfurling an array of petals, the prism reproduced the holographic image and coordinates of an icy planet in Legren's Belt before snapping shut once more. So probably a space battle, and then we need to go down to a planet for those 2 events. Void Station. Let's check out the pirates first. I assume we've already checked out the plundered Void Station at some point. A chase is ensuing behind the stained glass windows of the bridge. Several pirate raiders are trying to catch up with the cruiser, fruitfully firing salvos added from their macro cannons. The officers of the auger crew report they're chasing the elusive Contempt. It's a legendary pirate flagship that has been plundering cargo ships around the Expanse for several hundred years, masterfully evading patrols and escaping unpunished with the loot. Shelby, the proto-speculator, the elusive Contempt's captain, addresses you via Vox. In a cheerful, almost affectionate voice, he thanks you for the high-grade resources mined by the Von Valencius extractiums, and also for your invaluable assistance in his escape. As soon as Shelby finishes his speech, the elusive Contempt swiftly enters the warp, and a powerful salvo intended for his vessel explodes against your void ship's shields instead. They dare to attack a rogue trader. Prepare for battle. The people who were trying to shoot at the elusive Contempt and accidentally hit us instead were attacking them. Strikes me as odd. Something about that doesn't make sense. But maybe it's other pirates in the area or something. No, the elusive contempt is still here, so it hasn't headed into the warp. Maybe it's trying to run, but I still get a chance. Oh, is that us? We are so far away. So we're gonna have to go fast if we want to actually stop the elusive contempt. Get in my way, aren't you? No? All right. Where is this last ship? I don't know. Oh, is it just off the map? The elusive contempt is not here. That is a shame. Alright, let's jump back to my ship. Let's see what I can do. So those are our ships. We've got a couple of you guys way over here. Focus on the ones that are nearby.
This one's going down.
Not quite dead yet.
Fire the last batteries.
So we could attack with either side. I'm gonna go this side and attack you twice.
The time has come.
We're gonna get hit by a bunch of their torpedoes, unfortunately.
Macro cannon, volley!
Though I could strafe. I can't strafe that way. Huh. Well, darn. I could strafe this way. Doesn't really help me. Going there's not going to allow me to use this gun any better. No damage. Shame. Steady hand activation cools down and increased by -1. Nice. Well, let's set you guys out. No, I'm trying to not go forward. Put you there, and then we'll move forward. Call that good enough. Now you would take out either the torpedoes or take a good shot at these guys. Let's take out the torpedoes. Oh, I gotta get into the outside range. Fine. Go there. That way They're not really in a position to attack us, but I can get around to wherever they're going easier, probably. Doing so little damage. My ship's pretty powerful. Good hit. Hit by all of their torpedoes, and it's going to be awful. I'm not actually. So I can't get that close to most of them, but if I use new heading, that would allow me to get over here. To at least get shots off with both of these weapons.
This one's going down. Fire the launch batteries!
Alright. And
Annihilate!
let's launch some more fighters. I could have jumped forward, actually. It's still not going to help me hit with either of these weapons.
Fire right now!
Not really worried about them. They're very much facing the wrong direction. They've got to turn around, and hopefully they don't have that kind of turn radius.
Another salvo!
But we shall see. Yeah, I think that's all I can really do there. You barely can't get within range. That is a shame. And I guess just head this way. You can get over here. Let's have you go to somewhere where you've got their shields already weakened. Take those shots. Good enough. Yep, torpedoes can't get anywhere useful this turn. Perfect. Oh, you got a second turn. That wasn't part of my plan. Heartless is a powerful ship. I'm glad we got it on our side. There's good damage, and the cloak is really good. Changing course, disengage. Let's live and fight another day. No thanks. You guys get to die. We may not have been able to take out their lead ship. We're gonna kill all the rest of these pirates.
This one's going down.
We didn't do any damage there? That strikes me as odd. There you go.
Onward! Macro cannon, volley!
All right. And we'll send out another set of fighters. Warp wave on you. Ha, and now you're not even pointing the right way. Perfect. Might as well take out these torpedoes. And you can get a shot on these guys. Let's have you face this way so you're facing the same direction as them. In case we need to chase them down still. And I guess you. Can you finish them off? Yes, you can. So all we've got is one set of torpedoes left to take out.
I'll mention this
Okay.
triumph I was.
Feed the pirates easy enough. Let's see what's up with the plundered station, because I don't remember you. We could go in. Is this somewhere we've already been? Or is this the event of the rumor? My guess is it's somewhere we've already been. Maybe not. We've got enemies here. Poisoners. Gunners. Alright, let's head on in. Start this fight.
Submit, and you'll die quickly.
I'll turn you into corpse starch.
Okay, there are tons of these guys that are all part of this same combat. Don't know your guys' difficulty, but you all seem to be roughly 20 some odd health. Oh, you've got 75, 84s. I'm not terribly worried. Put Cassia here. Ignatius. Ulfar, we'll move you forward. Ignatius can be back here. Nearliet. Put you in cover here. Which means Ulfar needs to move so that you can sidestep. I'm thinking Cassia will... Ooh, Ulas the Slasher. You've got tons of health. Cassia will use her third eye that way. Abelard. Pascal. Something like that. Kill the Psycho. No, we have fought these guys, and I'm pretty sure I killed them. Kill the Psycho, Ulas the Slasher. There was a third one. Somewhere. A third boss character. Pretty sure we killed all of them. They've just come back to life. Fun. More XP for me, I guess. I don't know. We'll call that good. Let's have you start out on this.
If I may. This the fury of
That
House
didn't raise momentum as much as I hoped it would. It's a shame. Alright, bring it down. Light yourself. Orchestrate flames. It's interesting that lighting myself raises momentum.
Nothing I can't do. Suits my purposes.
Run and gun forward. Sure, to here. And light Ulas the Slasher on fire.
Never wavered in the face of adversity.
Good solid hit. Back to Cassia's turn, where I'm pretty sure I walked out of line of sight because I am an idiot. Huh. I'm really bad at that. It probably won't matter.
Me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
Like, this, I think, is a battle we already did many levels ago.
Isn't
So
this
we
a job
are
for the
far stronger and ready to take them on. But I need to remember not to move Ignatius out of her line of sight.
Here we go.
Alright, Gil the Psycho, what are you gonna be up to?
Brace yourself, Babylon.
Alright, let's see what I can do. I can kill you. You're gonna die automatically at the start of your next turn. Can I kill... There you are, Gil the Psycho. Doubt I can get to a position where I can hit you and an ally of yours. Right now, if I try and do this, I hit my own allies, which I don't want to do. And yeah, you're resisting fire, which is not what I want. I could go here and melt through you guys. For what little good that is with your 80 health. If I went here instead, if I hit all three of you, yes. Alright, we'll go there. Take out all of them.
All too easy. Suits my purposes.
Run gun, get another attack.
Already done. Nothing of value has been lost.
Too bad I can't do anything about Gil.
I am fear incarnate.
What can I do about all of you? If I was here, I could take out both of you.
Let's see how they respond to this. None shall survive.
Seems good.
Suits my purposes. You didn't stand a chance.
Let's do Inflame.
All too easy. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
More damage on you. Oh, that did more damage on Irliet. And technically Abelard. Not as good. I could give myself another attack with Wildfire. I'm not in a position to see anyone, though. Besides Gil, who I can't attack. Because I think he's immune to fire. When this creature has less than 50% wounds, it produces a 7-cell cone of fire, which deals 3 fire damage and inflicts burning. I see nothing that says he should be immune to fire. But when I was targeting him, it showed that he wouldn't have taken damage.
Not a problem for me.
Let's go for another attack. Melta, he ignores. Inflame, it's not showing that he takes damage. Can't hit anyone else, so I might as well try targeting him. Oh, I could hit you. Remy, that's the third one. Alright, Remy. Let's just attack you.
You didn't stand a chance!
And the rest of the party can deal with Gil.
Do not give in to emotions.
If it serves your cause,
Yeah, you're kind of a little bit on fire. It's fine.
this tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause, I am not your xenos.
There's a good, solid hit.
If it serves your cause,
Not quite dead. That is a shame. Oh well.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Oh, you're gonna attack Cassia. Ha, and she dodged. Alright.
Let's get to it.
Bring it on.
Let's get to it.
They're far more likely to shoot their own friend. Alright, Pascal. He could easily finish this guy off. Or I could have him deal with both of them because he's good with groups. Or, no, you can't run that far. Though you can run basically forever. Sure, go here. Take out both of them.
Explorers know one route. Forward. Successfully terminated.
Good enough.
Hold on.
Alright, Ulfar. Take this guy out, please. Hello? He never quite goes where I expect. I am not certain that I trust your ability to shoot. That says that I'm not in danger of being shot.
The wolf is on the hunt. I will carve runes out of your bones.
I guess that's as far as you can go.
Our foes reek of cowardice.
%55%. Not amazing. No chance of hitting me, though. That's what matters.
Cubs play.
Okay. Call that good enough. Abelard. One enemy left over here. Can you charge them? Yes, you
At your
can.
beck and call. I took care of this one.
Good. Oh, right. There's an enemy here that I'd forgotten about. Oops. Huh. Well,
I am a navigator, not a servant.
dodge. Goodbye. Oh, but that stops you from being able to move. I am not good at this. I don't suppose that you can see him from here. No. No, you cannot.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me?
We'll just give you some bonuses because you're dying.
Captain?
And call that good enough.
Regret this.
Back to me. If I hit any sort of line, I mean that hits 2,
I shall not fear.
which is better than hitting just 1. And I can run and gun again.
Purposes.
To say here.
Forge ahead.
I should have one more attack this turn.
Nothing I can't.
There we go. Good stuff. Quite certain I'd already done that fight. So maybe we can just come back here and grind battles whenever we feel like. Got some more goods here. Cool. Anything else? Doesn't look like it, but there is areas of the map I haven't explored. More goods. Glad I checked. Ranger's visor, +10 to ballistics. Sounds nice, but I'm pretty sure all of our ranged people have already got things equipped that are better. Nothing back here? So this would have just been a secret way to sneak around to the back of them, which may have been how we got in there last time. Hard to say.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Back to the void ship. So I don't think that was the rumor that we were dealing with. Let's see. Yeah. Yes, the holographic image of an ice planet. Obviously, that plundered void station is not an ice planet, but this snow world sounds like it. Let's go to the unidentified beacon. Immediately after the ship approaches close enough to the planet, the strange artifact from Homunculus's laboratory activates, trying to receive the incoming signal from the planet's surface. The black faces of the prism have started to emit a pulsating lilac light. The Augur team reports that the source of the signal is a small beacon, which cannot be studied from orbit. A group of living organisms is detected around the beacon. Send a scout team to the source of the beacon, or the xeno artifact does not belong on the rogue trader's void ship or to the device's destruction. Let's go down to the signal. A disgusting sight unfolds before the scouts. In a sinister, high-fenced enclosure, hideous mutants crawl and writhe. Hundreds of ugly beasts, their shapes vaguely reminiscent of humans, squirm on several pairs of deformed arms and legs. Incapable of attacking or doing much of anything beyond crawling in the dirt, the creatures are riven with endless pain, which seems to feed the Drakari beacon at the very center of the pen. The pulsating lilac light flows from the beacon. Order the team to activate the beacon, or all traces of the ungodly xenos in the Imperium must be destroyed. Burn the place with holy flame. I want to do both. Let's figure out what the deal is with this beacon first. The activated beacon on the planet emits a thin lilac beam, sending out a signal which is promptly accepted by the artifact on board. The prism unfolds into many small petals and shows a holographic image of a certain planet and corresponding coordinates. Give the scout team the orders to return to the ship, leaving the enclosure and the mutants within alone. Order the scouts to bring the beacon to the ship. All trace the unholy or ungodly xenos in the Imperium must be destroyed. Burn the place with holy flame. I would say we do that. We have the coordinates, so let's burn everything now. Where are we? We're here. So is that the new location? Because we'd already explored everything up here, I think. Loathsome discovery. The snow-covered planet, a sickening sight unfolds as hundreds of ungodly mutants wander in an enclosure equipped with spikes, hooks, and other instruments of torture. Caught in the throes of unbearable agony of body and mind, the Takari beacon, fed by their torment, reawakened the homunculus' prism, which gave the coordinates of a lava world in the Namar 4 system. So we'll need to go back up there at some point. For now, let's head back this way. So this is the system that this rumor is about. And that rumor is the Eye of the Magnetic Storm, which we know we can't do yet. Unless something has changed that I'm not aware of. Lord Captain, we have found the trail of the elusive Contempt. The ship was sighted in the Latosian's Passage. If we go after the pirates right now, we can catch them before those arrogant scoundrels slip away again. Latosian's Passage. Okay. Where is Latosian's Passage? Unless that's a world here, it is not. Latosian's Passage. Here. Well, that's difficult to get to. But yeah, I don't want to miss them. So let's warp travel back. Sanctify all the chambers one more time. We could warp up here quickly and safely, which I think is the right call. We probably don't actually have to immediately rush, because most things aren't timed. But in case we do, I'm heading straight there. Acolytes of the Cult Mechanicum have reported a disturbing incident. All Vox systems on the middle deck started broadcasting otherworldly sounds. Okay. Back to Latosian's Passage to take on these pirates again. Hello there, pirates. You did not run far enough. A pirate flotilla is gathered in a system with an especially prosperous extractium. The Augur crew reports that all of the void ships share their signatures with the elusive Contempt. You hear a familiar cheerful voice from the Vox. Shelby, the prospeculator, sighs theatrically. You're hot on his heels, coming between him and his fortune. The cargo ships are just about to take off from the bountiful planet, but the rogue trader himself wishes to rudely interrupt their plans. But that's quite alright. Shelby sounds thrilled by the sudden competition. The elusive Contempt's captain is ready to wait for the next opportunity, and for now, he'll leave you in the good company of his friends. You see the pirate flagship beginning to maneuver to escape into the warp. Don't let the insolent pirates escape. Fire a broadside at the elusive Contempt. Chase the flagship, or it's pointless to chase the fleeing void ship. Prepare to battle the escorts. We're going to take a broadside shot at the elusive Contempt. Starboard batteries light up, firing a salvo. The missiles reach their target. Despite a direct hit, the elusive Contempt manages to slip away once more, though it won't recover from the damage anytime soon. Meanwhile, we will fight the other ships. Oh, and we are first in initiative. That's unusual. So what do we have? Just 4 enemies? And then my 2 friends? Okay. Let's see. Take some shots at you randomly. You've been chosen to be the one I take out first. I guess I should have looked for a vulnerability, though I don't really have the maneuverability to act on whatever I had determined if I had used it. No real reason not to, though. It is from the side that I am theoretically attacking. If I go here, then yes, I think we are attacking that side. Yeah.
This one goes down. Leave their hulls strewn across the stars!
Alright. One down. Can't get over any farther. We could strafe. That's not going to get me within range of you. Same with the strafe that direction. I don't have the ability to increase my range by 2. So let's just send out our fighters. Probably this way. Start working on these other ships while we take on that one. Seems reasonable. Can I do a warp wave on any of you? I can. Ha! Point you away. Fantastic. Put you behind their ship, so they have a harder time fighting back. Take some shots. Wow, they got some good hits in, considering the cloaking effect. Oh, that guy's gonna die pretty soon. That would be a shame. I assume he comes back even if he dies. I think that's been tested. I think we lost him once. You guys can't intersect like that. That's not how that works. Let's go with you, I think. Sharper turns. That'll get me facing the right way.
Lead them.
Focus on that one first because he's more injured. Not quite a kill. That is a shame.
This one's going down.
Good damage to that one. Then obviously I can't shoot either side. We'll just toss out some fighters. Doubt you can get close enough to fire. You can't. Just head in the general correct direction. You, though, can. I guess head in the direction of this one. If they shoot at me, I can easily take the damage versus my allies who are close to dying. Wow, you just detonated yourself? Should be an easy enough victory at this point.
Fire the lance batteries!
There we go. Almost done with rank 9. I think we took some damage, so we'll need to repair our ship. That's fine. We'll probably have more events involving that pirate before we finally manage to track him down for the last time. At least that's how I'm assuming this is going to play out. Wow, this is taking forever. It's usually a lot faster. A lot faster. Why are you so slow? It's taking an absurd amount of time. I don't know what it could possibly be doing that takes this long. Gotta unzip and update, something like that. It would not surprise me if fully downloading and installing the game from Steam would have been faster than this load. At least on my internet speeds. Too many saves. Possible. It's almost to 100% though. It's gonna get to 100 and just crash. All progress lost from the whole stream. %. Come on. Expecting crasher bugs, I kinda am. Something about this was very off. Seriously? You're just stopping at 100%? Please, let me get to the game. I don't know how long I wait before I just kill it and see where the last autosave was. Probably, hopefully, right before that last space battle. Or maybe if I'm lucky, right after. But probably right before. Yeah, you'd kill it? Yeah, I suppose. Alright, then I'm gonna call this the end of the stream. So we're basically at that time. Next time we'll pick up from whatever the last autosave was. And see... yeah, where things are at. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.